Good morning everyone, and welcome back out to Bushblock Homestead. Bit of an update for today. See what we've been up to. We've finally got all the sheeting on the shipping container house, as you can see there, and also the front guttering. It's taken a while. We've finally got that all roofed and gutted, front and back. And to get that roofing, we actually used some sheets off that old shed, half fallen down shed that's up the back there. So it's starting to get demolished. I've started to pull sheets off that, salvage some sheets and salvage what I can from it to finish the container house. I've also doubled the amount of panels that go to the caravan. I had one 80 watt panel going to the van. I've added a second 80 watt panel in parallel, so we've got 160 watts of panel now charging the van. On cloudy days the one panel just wasn't enough, as we were using the van and it wasn't getting up to full charge. So one of those panels was on the roof on that charging station that I built, and I've replaced it with another panel that I had, which is a 150 watt panel now, which powers this little charging station. It's a bit cloudy today. We're down at 12.5, 12.4 there. It's going to the inverter. We're charging our mobile broadband connection at the moment. And we've also got coming is our water tanks. So I've been busy building some pads, some sand pads just with copper's logs around the edge. So this pad here is for a 10,000 litre poly tank. We have another tank pad over here which is for a 22,000 litre tank. You can see we're at this end of the container. We've also got another pad for another 10,000 litre tank up the other end of the containers. We've only been using these 1,000 litre pod tanks. As you can see, we don't have a lot of water. I've had to actually cart some water. We haven't had much rain lately. And that's the other pad for the 10,000 litre tank. So we've got a 10,000 litre tank each side of the containers, and then that 22,000 litre tank which we'll be able to transfer water to once the 10,000s are full. Also see what we've been up to in the container here. I've started to do some trimming. So I put some timber trim around the window here. It's done rough plaster, and also started trimming the bottom of the wall where it meets the floor, just in a treated trim. It's in pine. And these sections on the end, those two boxes, that's where the power comes up through the floor and then into the wall, as I had to come out a bit wider to get past the steel beam in the container. Those boxes will be concealed no doubt by some furniture, and once it's all painted you will hardly notice them. So I've got to get more timber to finish these windows for trim. Hardware stores run out in town, so I have to wait till I get some more. Yeah, well, that's what we've been up to lately. We get the tanks delivered in a few weeks. So I've got those pads all prepped and ready, and hopefully after we've got the tanks and them all plumbed up, we'll get some rain to fill them. So that's been our biggest problem so far at the block, is just having enough water, as I've had to cart some just in the trailer and tanks for our water supply, and we're bringing in water for drinking as well. Thanks again for joining us on the Bushblock Homestead for this update. We'll catch you again next time. See ya.